building the carbon temple, we explored the palace of living fire that the Solar Logos is constructing through its medium. And in this episode, these two subjects can now be considered a little closer in terms of the creative process at work in the macrocosm and the microcosm. As we have seen, there are 6 forces in nature, and a synthesizing all force, symbolized by the hexagon, formed of 6 triangles whose apices converge to a point. These forces of universal creation are also depicted in the flower of life, a figure in sacred geometry composed of evenly spaced overlapping circles arranged to form a flower-like pattern. From the center of each flower emanates 6 petals, representing the 6 forces in nature, each extending to the perimeter of the circle that encloses them, the synthesizing all force. The center of each flower is on the circumference of the 6 others, depicting perfect form, proportion, and harmony. The flower of life represents the fundamental generative forces in time and space working out as right relationships between all things. Considered from the perspective of the 7 rays of life, the synthesizing all force is the second ray, or the ray of love wisdom, as it guides and spirals the other 6 forces in their form-building activities. On the physical plane, this is especially in conjunction with the electrical coordinating force of the 7th ray, or the ray of ceremonial order and organization. These 2 rays can be seen at work in the shape of gigantic electrified double helixes that proliferate throughout the cosmos, supplying the power that generates and forms galaxies, stars, and planets, like we learned in episode 3. The topic of the 7 rays is an immense subject unto itself and will be explored in more detail in the next episodes.
And once again, it's time to cross the electric bridge.
Let's now turn our attention over to some of the magnificent electrical structures found in space. Birkeland Currents. This image displays the divine qualities of living substance pinching down through the generative regions to form galaxies, stars, and planets. As parallel Birkeland current filaments are drawn together, they begin to rotate in pairs, forming braided helical filaments. When viewed down the axis of these rotating filaments, a cylindrical ring can be seen, wherein tremendous electric tension is generated that breaks up into vortices, known as diachroic instabilities, with a preferred hexagonal shape. Diachroic instabilities have been known since the turn of the 19th century, when Christian Birkeland first photographed particle beams passing through a low vacuum. It provides a more likely explanation than fluid dynamics for the hexagonal patterns that exist at Saturn's North Pole, as these geometrical patterns are also seen on rocky moons and planets, as well as the North Pole of this gas giant. Throughout our solar system, heavily cratered planets and moons show these other features that can also be replicated in the laboratory by the use of electric discharging with machining used in industrial applications, but are difficult to explain elsewhere in the universe unless electricity is actively present everywhere. To date, the formation of hexagonal phenomena in the cosmos through electric tension and its subsequent discharge is not yet acknowledged in standard astrophysics. However, the evidence is steadily accruing, and at some point, the Big Bang gravitational model of the cosmos will require a major rethink, along with its associated theories of general relativity, black holes, dark matter, and dark energy.